Yeah, I got called to an emergency an hour ago, and I was like, nope.
Are you going in later? Or are you just
No.
not going in? No, good for you.
Yeah, no. I actually I missed work today because I made the mistake of after work last night falling asleep. And what
What?
I knew was gonna happen happened. And I slept through all my alarms. And I woke up at 11:30 this morning to 85 missed calls. Like some of my friends, like locally, they thought I was dead. Like,
Yeah, well, first thing you do is put out that video, and suddenly people are worried about your well being because they're like, this fucking guy is going to die. Little do
yeah,
they know, that people are like, oh, this isn't real. Half the people are like, this isn't real. The other half the people are like, this is totally real, but this guy's like 21 years old and he's on
right.
cocaine and he's doing blow all day long. But little do they know that it is real, but while you're not doing blow all day long, you are drinking monsters and, food powders and whatever else is going on over there. And yes, you have been hospitalized no less than twice because
Yeah.
of your unhealthy habits. No less than twice. So people, if you're watching the show because of that viral video, that's the truth.
Their concern was valid.
Yeah, yeah. He's this dude is on the edge.
It's just funny. I had one of my friends. Apparently, I didn't no idea. Dude, my body just shut down. I was basically in a coma this morning. Apparently she was sitting on my front porch, knocking on the door. She like knocked on the neighbor's door. Can you let me in the building? Like, so I can go up and check on him.
Oh my god.
It's like his door is locked. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Yeah.
We'll have to wait a couple days to see if it starts smelling bad. Then we'll
Pretty
know.
much.
Yeah.
No, with the neighbors downstairs. Now, mind you, they're in their 80s. They told my friend this morning that it was Dakota that stopped by.
Okay.
They told Dakota that, oh no, we don't know anything. We did hear a thump in the middle of the night.
What was the thump? Do you know?
I I have no idea. I didn't get home until 2:30 in the morning.
Maybe it was your dog making noise.
I
Or
probably, yeah,
maybe it
probably
was you
something.
getting home at 2:30 in the morning that they heard. Because that's the middle. That's the middle of the night to them. Thump was you closing your door, getting home.
Oh my God, dude. In real time, we just got a second emergency. Anyone interested?
Wow, wow, dude. So you're not just gonna go get some hours? Because then it'll fuck you up for tomorrow or something.
So, so the
You can't
rule of
just go
thumb,
get some
they just
hours.
called the emergency in now, right? Say I went. If I answered them right now, we'd probably only get to record for 30 minutes before I'd like literally had to jump in the car and like boogie down the Long Branch.
Gotcha.
Any emergency that goes past 10 p.m., you're automatically off the next day.
So you lose tomorrow, pretty much, definitely.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But it's time and a half plus the $100 bonus for the emergency answered.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Hmm. All right.
So like nobody's answered it yet, which means they'll probably cancel the call because the five guys that do work with us are on an emergency right now.
Got it.
They're on the first one. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll rock this out until we rock it out. And
When we're
if
done, respond when we're done and be like, "Yo, what
yeah,
up?" You
if
know,
it's still available, I'll
right?
answer. Yo,
May as
new
well.
phone. Who dis?
Hey guys, how's it going? Did you eventually like talk to them though and be like, "Hey, I'm sorry" and all this stuff? Like you've talked
I
to your
talked to my
employer.
partner. He was the one that like put the fucking word out. Like, dude, I haven't heard from Chris. He called me 32 times this morning from 6:05.
Is it the guy who videoed you?
Yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah,
he
yeah.
probably thought your heart exploded. He probably thought you
Mhm.
finally died. You expired.
Yeah, that was his first words. He was like, "You motherfucker, I honestly thought you were dead."
There you go.
Because I'm not one to just do that. I don't miss work. I don't just no call, no show.
Yeah,
It's like,
that's the
dude,
one. The no call, no show is the thing that probably set people off.
yeah, yeah. So we shall see. Tomorrow's another day. And like I said, yeah, like you said, by the time we're done with this, If that thing's still on the burner,
Huh.
maybe I'll hop on it.
There you
I
go.
don't
At least offer, right?
Yeah,
There you go.
but I'd be the only one, and I can't do it by myself.
True. True.
I'd be there for 4 fucking days. It'd be
Like, hey,
crazy.
listen, I'm available if anybody wants to go and help me out with this thing. But all I can do is ditch witch and mole. That's it.
Or I could answer it right now and say that I'm available after 9 p.m. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Yeah, which I wouldn't do that if I was you. You no call, no show today. I wouldn't be like, hey, I can come after 9. I would
I
just
know they
let
don't
it
care.
be.
They don't care. They don't care. They're pretty cool. My direct boss understands how much I'm working right now. Like he was one of the he like commented on that video. Like, dude, like really?
Yeah,
Yeah, dude.
fair
Like
enough.
this was unofficially my first full day and night off. And it was weird.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good to have to take some time. It's it's important. It's important. You got to sleep. Your body said, "Hey, listen, we're doing this."
Yeah, I guess so. But yeah, it's just funny. Like what woke me up this morning was my dog. Like she walked over, put a paw on my chest and licked my nose. And I was like, oh hey.
Oh
Fuck, it's
shit.
late. Fuck.
That's the worst feeling. That's the worst feeling. When you wake up early, late for something, and you know you're late right away. That's the worst feeling
Hmm.
in the world. You're like, "Fuck!" Now you got to
Yeah.
start doing the math. Okay, what can I not do? What can I cut out? What do I have to do? Like, do I need a shower? Do I need, whatever? Like,
Yeah.
do I need to take a shit? Like, do I need any of these things? Is this important? Is this important?
Like if it was usually the alarm is for 4:45 in the morning. I get up, I do my morning thing, I walk the dog, and I'm out the door by 5:15. So say if it was even like 6 a.m. that I woke up. Technically, yeah, my day's fucked up, but I could still make it.
Yeah,
I'd be like
super late.
late.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then one of the messages, like one of the foreman was like, dude, like here's the address, here's the location. If you could show up, we'll put you down for the whole day.
Oh,
So, like
that's nice.
by that time, the like the boss showed up and like, like I don't want to put anybody in any weird positions. Like I don't want to,
Yeah, no reason for that. A sick
yeah,
days,
no.
a sick day is a sick day. Like, sorry guys, my bad.
Yeah. Yeah, it was definitely like a mental health day for sure. Cause dude, I hit a wall. I wasn't thinking straight.
Yeah, you can't. Like, you need sleep. Like, the body needs sleep. The brain needs sleep. Like, it's just a scientific fact. Like, there's nothing anybody can do about that. You know,
But I can say not everybody can do what I do.
that's true.
Some of us are
That's true.
just built different.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
And listen, I don't condone it. I think it's retarded, like I'm almost 50. Let's be real here.
Yeah, you got to take better care of yourself. I think everybody would agree.
Yeah.
All right, that was the longest cold open in Two Clouded Minds history. Here we go.
Hey friends, it's time for another new episode of the Two Clouded Mind Show with your favorite hosts, Chris.
I have a very caveman brain.
And Dave.
He's falling apart in front of our eyes.
Subscribe to the Two Clouded Mind Show on YouTube
See our pretty faces.
and everywhere you get your podcasts.
Two clouded minds. Two clouded. Come on.
Two clouded minds, baby. I love you guys.
Oh my God! You're meant to do that.
Hey, friendos. Welcome back to another episode of the Two Clouded Mind Show. Chris, joined as always with Dave.
Bye, Dave.
Bye, Dave.
What's going on, man?
One day I'll get that right.
Oh, you do sometimes. It's just there's no consistency. Like, it's a different mistake each time. It's and it's our enjoyment to as the listener to experience it for the first time every time
Yeah.
with you.
In my head, it sounds flawless until I get to it and I start like stumbling over my words. I'm like, I overthink it. I just
I,
got to go take the shot.
it's relatable.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
They
Yeah.
say public speaking is the number one greatest fear in the world.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it's not easy what you're doing.
No, no, no. And I am trash at public speaking. Trash. I haven't done it since I was in school, but I think that makes it a little worse when you're in school.
Makes what a little worse. The public speaking.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's embarrassing when it's like the people that you know, like this small group of kids in your class or whatever it is, or like in your school or whoever you're speaking to. But yeah, it is. It's a little tough because you can't escape those people. Like in a like
Like
normal,
you're stuck with them.
yeah, in a normal situation, or maybe like a everyday situation, if you were doing something public speaking, you're probably gonna see. You may not see any of those people ever again. You know, maybe you'll see a couple of them, but most of the people you probably won't ever see again. So you don't have to
Mhm.
like deal with them. You can just do the thing and fucking get out of there. But if you're in school, you do the thing, and then these people remember it for the next 15 years.
Yeah, you're stuck with them.
Yeah,
You're stuck with them.
yeah. You're literally like, hey, remember that time you fucked up your speech in third grade? And you're like,
Uh-huh.
bro, we're in high school right now. Like, chill with that. It's enough. I know. Yeah, I did mess that up in third grade. Yes.
And like what we do is easy because like you're in your place, I'm in my place. We're talking to each other, but we're talking to a screen. Even like when we were in the studio setting, it was just easier.
Yeah. Well, that's a different thing because you're not really public speaking. You're just talking to your friends in a room
Yeah,
or
true.
on Zoom. Like this is not ultimately it's for the public, but you're not actually speaking to the public
Yes.
right now, Or you don't there's no people you see, there's no people that are currently listening to us. It's
Hmm.
just the two of us. And then hopefully people listen later.
Yeah.
But
You
I was
better.
thinking while you were talking about that, I was thinking about like if we ever did a live show, I wonder how that would change things. Like we've done live shows, and maybe that's not what I mean. Like we've done shows out places live,
Yes. Yes.
but
Yes.
like doing a show like on a stage in front of people. You know what I'm saying? Like there was a very brief moment at one point early on in my joining the show where there was like a 1% chance that we would do a podcast on stage at Bar A.
Yes.
It was like mentioned and then everything went in a different direction from there. So it never really got mentioned again, but that's like what I imagine like doing a live show like on a stage in front of people and stuff.
Hmm.
I wonder how that would make you feel.
Um,
The opening of the show would be an absolute
it would be a dumpster fire.
train wreck. Yeah.
It would be a dumpster fire. But you know what? Honestly, and this is going to sound like corny and cliche, having you sitting next to me will make it way more comfortable for me. The nerves will be there, but
You're not alone.
yeah, I got my security blanket.
For the opening of the show, I'll have to like put my arms on your shoulders and just keep you grounded, like hold you down. You know what I mean? Put a little weight on top of you so that you're like, okay.
Or I'll just do it from under the table.
We'll get you a weighted blanket that you can wrap around yourself.
That would be fun. That would be so much fun.
A weighted blanket or a live show.
A live show,
Oh, okay.
especially if we had a good like crowd.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah.
I know that we have some friends of the show that would love to participate in something like that.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm actually in the past like 2 weeks, I've been not meeting, but like people have been approaching me that I've been seeing at the bar for the past year and a half. And like just recently, they're like, yo, dude, you smoke a lot of weed? You got that podcast, right? I'm like, yeah, dude.
That's me.
And I always point to the sticker that's on the cigarette machine. Like, that's us right there. Just type that into your little YouTube and subscribe, please.
There you go.
So, yeah. Yeah. Whew. crazy. It's crazy how you see somebody every single day, and then all of a sudden, like so far down the road, they're like, "You do this thing?" Well, yeah, I've been doing it for almost 6 years.
Yep. Yes, there's been many iterations.
Oh
Many
yeah.
iterations.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah, but this is
what's going
good.
on with you? Anything new? I don't know if you know this, but the Knicks are in the Eastern Conference Finals.
They are. Go ahead, hit your button. Okay. So, ba, 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 bow. All right. So I'm not a basketball fan. I tolerate it, but I have been watching it because I've been spending a lot of time working, and
Yeah.
it's on. It's always on.
Yeah.
So I
It's
go
the
into work
playoffs,
last
baby.
night. Yeah, I go into work yesterday at 7, thinking I'm gonna watch the last Knicks game against whoever the Philadelphia whatever 76ers. I almost called them the Flyers. So
Well, at least that would have been another Philadelphia team, so you would have gotten at least some points for that.
yeah. All right. So um I'm sitting at work. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. There's decent crowd so far. Everyone's wearing their Knicks gear. And I'm sitting there. Like 20 minutes pass by. We have a guest.
Sorry, keep going. He wants some attention. He's like, what the hell? I'm not on the show, so he's starting to make noise. So I'd rather
Oh
just
yeah. So like 20 minutes, half hour goes by, and then finally I ask one of the bartenders, I'm like, yo, when does the Knicks game like start? Laughed in my face. They're like, dude, you're joking, right? And I'm like, no, like, isn't this like the final game if they win? Like, this wouldn't this be their fourth win in a row in the next round? He's like, dude, that happened this afternoon and they won. I was like, oh, all right, cool. I guess I'm gonna go fuck myself and sit back down.
Yeah, no, it was Sunday afternoon. The game was at 3:30, so it was on Mother's Day. So I couldn't actually watch the end, but it was over by the time I watched the first 3 quarters, and then I had to go out to the restaurant, and it was over by then. It was over in the first quarter. They beat the shit out of the
Really?
Sixers. Oh yeah, the first game they beat that ass. They just whooped that ass the first game in MSG. Second
Mhm.
game in MSG, the Sixers kept it close for 3 quarters, and then in the fourth quarter, the Knicks just pulled away. They just imposed their will in the late in the third quarter into the fourth quarter. They imposed their will and won that game comfortably. Third game, beat the shit out of them. Fourth game, by the way, beat the shit out of them in Philly, and then went back
Nice.
to Philly in Game 4 and beat the ever loving piss out of them. It was over in the first quarter.
Oh wow.
It was over in the
Wow.
first quarter. The Embiid was flopping all over the place, crying like a little baby. He's the largest baby on the planet Earth. He's like 7 foot whatever, and he's just an infant. He's a little baby, and he cries and poops his pants in round 2 of the playoffs every year.
Yeah, there's a lot of like I said, this is the first time in since I was a kid that I've actually watched like it actually focused on the game. Seems like a pretty physical game, but it also seems like a lot of acting.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. Like these guys are flopping all over the place, and like somebody grazes against you, and you're like, oh, like I got hit in the face, and like yeah, they got punched in here, and like they act like they fall down if somebody brushes against them, they fall down on the ground and try to draw. Everybody's trying to draw fouls. They're trying to draw fouls,
Yeah, yeah.
and some of it is disgusting. Some of it is just bitch made.
Was it the second or the third game where it was like the last like minute? It was like 40 whistles. It was like a whistle every like second.
It
Like,
happens, unfortunately, at the end
is
of
that just
games.
often?
And at
Yeah.
the end of games, that happens a lot because there's sometimes strategy involved based on if you're winning or losing. Like if you're losing by a little bit or any kind of amount, really, but especially if it's only a few points, you
Draw the
might
foul.
intentionally foul them so that they can't, that the most they could possibly do is get 2 points. They can't get any further away from you, and then you can still come back and like get a 3-pointer theoretically or whatever. And maybe if they miss a shot, now they only got 1 point or 0 points. You know what I mean? So you'd rather take that chance. And plus, all this happens when the clock isn't running. So you're saving time, and you're making the other team at most try to get 2 foul shots so that they don't continue to pull away from you and use time off the clock, probably more importantly. And then if they miss, then you're ahead of the game. And like for the Knicks, they got a guy named Mitchell Robinson, but you can't do that in the last 2 minutes. So in the final 2 minutes, you can't do that. It's against the rules. You get penalized if you do that. But there's a guy on the Knicks who's notoriously bad at foul shooting, so they just foul that guy, and they make him go to the line. So it's this was a strategy that was invented. It's called the Hack-a-Shack strategy, and it was invented for Shaquille O'Neal because they couldn't stop him on offense. They just couldn't stop him. And for a lot of the time, he was with Kobe, or Dwayne Wade or whoever, but he was unstoppable on offense. So they would just foul him right away and make him go to the free throw line where he was terrible, like notoriously terrible.
Really?
Yeah. So it was called the Hack-a-Shack strategy.
That's hysterical, dude.
Yeah. So now they do Hack-a-Mitch, because the guy's name is Mitchell Robinson, so they do Hack-a-Mitch.
That's fucked.
Yeah, so like Shaquille O'Neal was so dominant, but also so bad at foul shooting that they invented this strategy of just like intentionally fouling him on purpose as much as you possibly can at the end while you can. So that also, that's a long way of saying that's probably why there was a lot of whistles at the end of the game. Part of why, anyway. But now they get to rest. Now they get some time, and either they're going to play the Cleveland Cavaliers or the Detroit Pistons.
So
it would be Midas' Pistons or the Cleveland Cavaliers. Midas is still alive in the game.
which team would you rather see them face, or is it really not matter at this point? Everybody's pretty elite.
You can't really say everybody's pretty elite, because there's really not that many elite teams, like truly elite teams. 2 of them are pretty much in the Western Conference.
Mm-hmm.
In the Eastern Conference, it's hard to say that there's really any elite teams, like truly elite teams. Even the Knicks, like I'm a Knicks fan. I don't know if you can say that they're like elite. They're like a top tier team, but I don't know if anybody would really like honestly consider them an elite team. However, they are playing elite basketball right now.
Yeah.
Their last couple games have set or tied, NBA all-time records for playoff wins, like margin of victory. They set a record for hitting 3-pointers in the last game, or they tied the record for 3-pointers in this most recent game for playoffs, and they set it for the franchise's history. Like, they're playing historically good basketball right now.
Sick.
So the Knicks are probably the best team in the East, at least right this moment. Detroit is probably a little bit. Detroit has the better player, has the best player between Detroit and Cleveland. Cade Cunningham is the best player in that series. But then, like, number 2 and number 3 are probably both on the Cavs. The 2 best players on the Cavs would probably be number 2 and number 3. And then after that, you're talking about role players all over the place. So I'd say the teams are pretty evenly matched, but I think the Pistons are going to win. But I do think that the Knicks pretty much match up well against either team. What they just did to the Sixers, I feel like they can do that to either one of those 2 teams. If they can, maybe I should say it this way: if they can do that to the Sixers, then they should be able to match up defensively with either team pretty well.
Got it.
Because the Sixers have a couple of guys that you have to contend with. Neither of those other teams has a big dude like Embiid, but they do have like some other perimeter players, and the Knicks were able to, like Tyrese Maxey, for example, super fast, great point guard. He's he's like a top all NBA player, and they shut him down, completely shut him down. So if they can do that to him, then I think they would match up pretty well with either one of those two teams. Because I mean, Kate Cunningham is better than Tyrese Maxey, that's for sure.
Okay.
But if they could, do 80% of what they did to Maxey to Cunningham, that should be good. I think the Knicks will be okay either way.
Now, would that be the last series before the big
Finals.
hoorah?
It would be the Knicks are now currently in the Eastern Conference Finals. They're going to play whoever wins between Detroit and Cleveland, and then the winner of that series goes to the finals. And on the other side of the bracket, it's going to be the Thunder. They'll win their series. They'll sweep tonight. They're going to win 4-0 against the Lakers, and then the other series is San Antonio Spurs versus Minnesota Timberwolves, and that's
the Timberwolves are looking like they're gonna go right.
it's 2-2.
Oh, okay.
It's 2-2, and some people will try to make the point that the only reason that the Timberwolves won last night was because Wemby got ejected. Wemby didn't play the whole game, so they were without Wemby. I mean, they might have still lost. Who knows? But people who San Antonio fans will tell you, "Oh, well, Wemby was out. That's the only reason we lost." But that series
He's 7'5", right?
I think he's like 7'6" or something like that, but he plays like a point guard, though. Have you ever watched him play?
I watched him the other night. Yeah,
it's crazy. It's crazy to watch him play. On defense, it's like he changes the entire game, and on offense, the way he handles the ball, the way he moves, you don't see big guys like that. Like we've seen guys that tall before, but none of them ever moved the way he moves. So it's pretty impressive. It's really fun to watch. But what people expect was for the Spurs to win over the Timberwolves, and then the Spurs to play the Thunder in the Western Conference Finals. That would be, I think, most basketball fans' hope, because then you get to see Wemby and the rest of his team against the best team in the NBA, which is the Thunder. The Thunder are the best team. They're most likely going to win the championship.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Like, again, I'm a Knicks fan, and I just hope the Knicks make it to the championship, because then anything could happen. Once in a 7-game series, anything could happen. And the way the Knicks are playing right now, anything could happen. But it's going to be the Thunder, and they're probably going to win it. They're just too good. They're the way that the franchise, the roster is constructed. They are the elite team in the NBA. They are it's them, and then a pretty big space, and then everybody else.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, they're just
I guess they just got a bunch of good weapons.
They're defending champions. They already won one, and they have the MVP on their team, the guy who won the MVP last year, and the rest of their roster is just from top to bottom. Every single player on the roster is a good player. They have every draft pick because they manage their trades so well that they not only do they have number one picks, not the first overall pick in the draft, but like first round picks in the NBA draft who just don't play. They don't get any minutes on the team because there's so many good guys. Like, they're so loaded with talent and draft picks that they're set up to be good, or to be great for years. And they have the MVP. So this dude is, his name is, well, they call him SGA. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander is his name. And he's very, very good. He's very, very good.
Interesting.
So I think there would be a really fun matchup to see the Thunder versus the Knicks. It would, if the Knicks continue to play the way they're playing, I think that would be a really fun series, because nobody's really given the Thunder a challenge so far. The Thunder have just mowed down the first two series. Like, they're about to sweep the Lakers in the second round, and it's not even really been hard for them. So if the Thunder face this version of the Knicks, I think that would be a fun series for everybody involved.
Sick.
Yeah, so that's kind of what I'm hoping for. But I would also like to see the Knicks against the Spurs. That would be cool too, to see him against Wemby. But if we get Spurs Thunder, that should be an awesome series. If we get the Knicks versus whoever they're playing, that should be a lot of fun as well. And then we could get a pretty fun final.
Yeah,
We'll see.
Cinderella story, if you will.
I don't know if anybody would consider. Not too many people would consider the Knicks a Cinderella because they're the 3 seed out of 8. So that's still top half of the bracket. So I wouldn't say necessarily Cinderella, but it would be an amazing story, especially if they were able to win it. They haven't won since the 70s. So if this team was able to win it, I think they won 2 championships in the 70s, and basically that's all they've ever had, if I'm not mistaken.
But they've been in the finals before, right? Since the 70s?
They've been in the finals, yeah. The problem with the Knicks is the last time they were like really, really good was during Michael Jordan's time. And Michael Jordan just won all the championships in those years.
Yeah.
But the 2 years where Jordan didn't play, like where he left to play baseball for a minute.
I was just going to jokingly say when he went to play baseball.
That's when the Knicks made the finals. Yep. They finally made the finals when he wasn't there. They made it there, but they lost in the finals to the Rockets. Hakeem Olajuwon. I don't know if you've ever heard that name.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, Hakeem Olajuwon beat the Knicks in the finals. And I don't know if you ever watched the Inside the NBA show. No. With Charles Barkley and Shaq, where and then the other 2 guys, and they like talk, they do the commentary between games and stuff like that. The third guy, it's Chuck, it's Charles Barkley, it's Shaquille O'Neal, and it's Kenny Smith.
Okay. And
people are like, everybody knows who Charles Barkley is, everybody knows who Shaquille O'Neal is, but people don't necessarily know who Kenny Smith is. He was the point guard on the 2. They won back-to-back championships in the 2 years that Jordan didn't play. The Rockets won the championship 2 years in a row, and he was the point guard.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, so it was him and Hakeem Olajuwon were like, and there was other players on the team too, but
I remember, it's not even a cool flex. I remember this, but the Spurs back in the day, the Admiral Charles Robinson. Did I get that right?
Very
David
close.
Robinson.
Yes.
David. Shit.
I just put Charles Barkley in your head. That's why you were thinking. That's why you were thinking that.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Admiral David Robinson, and then who was the guy who came in, the younger guy, and who helped him win championships?
Oh shit!
Because the Admiral was good, but he couldn't break through. But then, of course, once Jordan left, it was anybody's ball game, and the Admiral needed somebody to help him. Who was the guy who came in?
I'm gonna sound so dumb. Was it?
They won 5, I think, championships.
Was it the Worm?
No, but he was on the team for a little while. The Worm is Dennis Rodman.
Yeah.
Dennis Rodman did join the team for a little while there. I think he won a championship or 2 with them as well.
Scottie Pippen was Jordan's boy.
Yes. So this guy came in and helped David Robinson, but he ended up being the main guy.
And look, I'm not Googling nothing. This is all just thoughts. I'm just thinking of old sports guys' names.
Here's the thing, like this guy was so good, but so boring that he's not memorable. But he won 5 championships, and he was one of the greatest players at his position of all time.
Oh man.
Like if you talk about top 10 players of all time, he's in the top 10.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. But people, like, he's not a name. When I say it, you'll probably be like, oh, yeah, I've heard that name. But he was.
Oh, he's not a household name like that?
That's the thing. I think he kind of is, but his brand of play was very. His nickname was the Big Fundamental, because he was very like there was nothing exciting about him on the court or off the court. It was just he just fucking won games. He just scored fucking buckets. He got double doubles constantly. Like he just fucking got buckets, baby. He just won championships. That's all he did. Was just be good on the court at all times. And
I know somebody screaming at their screen right now.
A lot of people. Well, if people are watching this, then there's got to be at least a handful of people who know what I'm talking about.
Can I ask for hints?
I gave you so many hints. Like, what other kind of hint would you like?
Is he a white guy or a black guy?
He's a black guy, but a light-skinned black guy, though. He might be mixed race, actually. I don't know who his parents are, but he could be mixed race.
Miguel Velasquez.
Jesus Christ. Not even. Where'd you get that from?
I don't know.
Does that sound like a basketball player's name to you? That sounds
You
like
never know.
that could be a baseball guy, a baseball player, or a
football,
soccer player.
guy.
Yeah, soccer player for sure, but that's not a basketball name.
Fair.
Except if you're talking maybe like Spain's or Mexico's like national team or something.
All right.
Okay, here's something. You can do this with a basketball or a cookie.
Oh, so we're playing password now.
I'm just trying to give you hints, man.
You could do this with a basketball.
We're gonna get there. We're gonna go around the side. We're not gonna go through the door.
Okay,
We're gonna go around
okay.
the side. We're gonna get there.
So you could do this with a cookie or a basketball.
Yep.
Dunk it. David Duncan? No, Duncan.
It's David Robinson.
David Robinson and Charles Duncan.
Charles. It's Charles Barkley. Charles Duncan.
Is it Duncan? Tim Duncan.
Tim Duncan. Let's go.
I'm a sports genius.
You got it. We got it. We figured it out. We went around the side. We didn't. You don't. Sometimes you don't go through the front door. Sometimes you got to go through the side door. You know, we got there. But yeah, so very exciting time to be a Knicks fan is what I'll say. And probably, if Midas is watching this, probably a very exciting time to be a Detroit fan as well because they're playing very well as well. And
what's their story?
Cunningham,
Do they make it this far every year, kind of deal, or
every year? Recently, they've been very good. Recently, they've been good since they got this kid Cunningham. Like he's a true superstar. You know, he's triple-double guy. Like he's a true like guy you can build your franchise around. Now, I think they're still, you know, trying to be objective about it. I do think that they still need like they always say like, and I think this term is overused, but they say a Batman to your or a Robin to your Batman. You know what I mean? Like Batman needs a Robin.
Yeah.
If he's Batman, there's no Robin on that team really. They have a couple other pretty good players, like really good role players. But there's not like if Cade Cunningham isn't playing well, there's not another guy who can just take over the offense or like you can really run your offense through necessarily. There's a couple of really good role players, and if one of them's having a good night, then great. But I feel like Cade Cunningham is asked to do a real lot, which he's good at. But you know, like they're against the Cavs. They're 2-2. They're tied 2-2. They've won 2. They've lost 2. You know, in the games that they've won, Cade Cunningham has played great. In the games that they've lost, he's either not played great or he's not played great at the very end of the game. You know what I mean? Like they ended up losing the game at the very end because he didn't play great and James Harden did. James Harden played like ass the entire game and Cade Cunningham played great. And then in the last 5 minutes of the game, 7 minutes of the game, it flipped. Cade Cunningham played like shit. And James Harden played amazing and just didn't miss any shots at the end of the game. And they ended up winning the game.
Gotcha.
But the point is that, like, if it's not Cade Cunningham, who is it? So, like, for the Knicks, you got Jalen Brunson. He's obviously their best player. But who's next? Cat. Their number 2 guy, their second best player, your 1A and your 1B, however you want to say it, is Karl Anthony Towns. So you have 2 guys. And sometimes Brunson's Batman and Cat's Robin. Sometimes Cat's Batman and Brunson's Robin. Usually Brunson is the higher scorer, but Cat is a big man. He's a 7-footer who can score from anywhere on the basketball court, and he can pass. The problem with him is he's a little dumb, and he makes like he just gets way too many fouls. He commits way too many fouls, and he can be a little flaky. But they have at least another guy. Like if Cat's off, at least you got Brunson. If Brunson's off, at least you got Cat. Then they have some of the best role players in the NBA. And right now, fucking OG Anunoby has been playing out of his fucking mind. Like I want them to win a championship, not only for Brunson and for Cat, more so for Brunson, but for OG's
Mm.
he's earning it big time. He got injured, so he missed the last 2 games, but he should hopefully be back for the next series
Nice.
because
Oh,
he's
yeah.
been the number 3 and he's been amazing, and that's just like helped the Knicks just raise up to the next level. Because when you have 3 guys like that,
Hmm.
now you're cooking.
Got it. Now, the Cavs, they're a really good basketball team. Why do the Browns suck so much and they're from the same city?
I mean, I think the correct answer probably is that they have different ownership.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna Google it and see who the owner is. I know the owner of the Browns. I want to say their name is Haslam.
Huh.
Who owns the Cleveland Browns and Cavs? What's going on? Cavs? Question mark. Let's find out here. Okay, so Jimmy Haslam is the owner of the Browns, and Dan Gilbert is the owner of the Cleveland Cavaliers. So they have 2 different ownership groups. So you can basically they're just 2 different. They just happen to be in the same city.
Gotcha.
But yeah, the Cavs have been pretty good. They haven't been great. I think a lot of the Cavs were pretty decent back, like right before Jordan got good, or as Jordan was coming on the scene. The Cavs were like a pretty solid team in the Eastern Conference, but they only really were ever really great when LeBron was there. So I feel like the whole Cavaliers franchise is still living off the back of all the good things that LeBron brought to them.
Mm,
You know,
yeah. Did you or were you at all interested in the UFC card that happened Saturday?
I heard a good amount about it, but I didn't watch it. I was actually working Saturday night.
Oh,
Although
that's right. Yeah.
the main card probably went off like after I was done. I have no idea what time it came off, but
Yeah, the main card ended. Well, the Strickland fight ended close to 1 a.m.,
yeah,
if not
so
1 a.m.
so I worked until I was probably driving at that time. I worked until about 12:30, and then I was driving home. But did you watch it?
I sure did, friend.
What did you think?
And
What
it
did you think about
was,
it?
I thought it was awesome. I mean, the first 2 rounds, Chimaev, took him to the ground and kind of held him there. But then, like, rounds 3, 4, and 5, they just pretty much stood and banged. It was awesome. It was just awesome.
Got to be a better way
And
to
then,
say
like,
that.
it's just wild to see like all the shit talking and that they both did. And then at the end of it, Strickland won the belt. Chimaev put it on him. They
I saw
hugged.
that. Yeah.
I think that it's just,
So there was a lot of lead up to this fight, I guess.
oh yeah, it was like top 3 heated rivalries in UFC. It was like nuts. Like,
Currently or all time?
I think all time.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Is this
Like
the first time they fought? Or is this a
mm,
rematch of some kind?
I think it's the first time. I could be
Yeah,
wrong.
see,
Somebody's screaming at me right now.
well, that's the thing. I don't, from what very little bit that I know about it, I would assume that it's the first time because otherwise, they would have made a big deal about the rematch. And like me as a casual, never heard rematch even mentioned. So I'm assuming that it was not a rematch of any type.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was awesome.
So I heard somebody say that they felt as though it was a little bit fixed. Did you hear anything
I
like that?
I didn't hear anything like that.
Okay.
I didn't hear anything like that. I mean, the scorecard was like
Because it
And
was a
again,
decision, right? It was not a knockout. It was or
it
not a
was
submission. It was a
decision. Yeah, it
decision.
went
And
decision.
was
It was
was it a
points.
unanimous decision or was it a split decision? Do you know?
So I didn't hear, and I haven't rewatched any of the like the clips,
Right.
but the bar is loud as hell. So I was just able to see,
Okay.
and I just saw them raise his hand
Gotcha.
and get the belt and all that stuff. But the scorecard, it kind of looked like the only thing that wasn't in Strickland's favor. Yeah, the only thing that wasn't in Chimaev's favor was the significant strikes landed. Like Strickland had him by a lot. It was like 100 and something to like 90 something.
I'm trying to bring up the official scorecard right now.
Yeah. But Chimaev had him in like takedowns and everything else.
They have this so small on the screen. It's crazy. Break my glasses. Why is this going like this? Okay. Chimaev, Strickland. Here we go. Okay. So we have three different judges. We got Eric, Sal, and Sue. The red judge, the white judge, and the blue judge is probably what I should have said. The red judge had it 48-47 Strickland. Strickland won rounds 2, 3, and 5 in this on this card. Chimaev obviously won the other two. 10-9. Everything was 10-9. Everything across the board here is all 10-9. The white judge had it 48-47 Strickland and had him winning second, third, and fifth round. So exactly the same as the red judge. The blue judge had it 48-47 in favor of Chimaev, having Chimaev winning the first, fourth, and fifth round. So the fifth round, the blue judge had Chimaev winning the fifth round, which is the only disagreement. Everybody else agreed on the first, second, third, fourth, and fifth round. They all agreed that Chimaev won the first round. The next two were Strickland. The fourth round was Chimaev. So they were even going into the final round. And then two of them had Strickland winning the final round, and the blue judge had Chimaev winning the final round. So it was a split decision in favor of Strickland there.
They'll run it back eventually.
I was just gonna say the same thing. This smells like a rematch.
Yeah, they'll run it back for sure. Dude, did you see any of the pictures of what Strickland looked like?
He's the one without the beard, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did see. Oh, I think I saw him in like a post-fight interview. His nose was fucked up, but like he seemed to be okay other than that. Am I wrong? Did I miss something?
No, his nose was just huge.
Yeah. Yeah. I saw like he turned sideways and it was like all straight lines, like in angles, just a big mess. It was like a 5-sided thing. Yep, split decision. Sue had Chimaev. Oh, so here, check this out. Did you know that at least two dudes over in like Eastern Europe ended up unaliving themselves because they bet everything on Chimaev and he lost?
No. So many people at the bar bet on Chimaev.
Yeah, because apparently the other thing is because he was a huge favorite. Apparently,
Yeah.
Apparently, the Strickland was like a massive underdog, like a plus 300 or maybe even higher underdog. So it was supposed to be just a beatdown. Apparently, for Chimaev.
Yeah, everyone had him first round submission.
Right, which is crazy.
Yeah, dude.
And anyway, so these guys bet the whole farm on Chimaev, and it didn't work out. And there's two guys out there. Took
Dude,
it
that made my butthole tighten.
down bad.
Oh,
Yeah. So be safe out
that's
there, guys. Only bet within your means. It's for
Yeah,
fun. It's
dude.
for fun. It's not for. It's not for
it's just for fun, man.
hanging your life on it. You know.
Yeah. So many people do.
I made 2 bets this week or yesterday, and they both lost pretty convincingly. But I had fun, and it only cost me $10 a piece.
Good. That's really all that counts. You know, you don't do it all the time, and when you do it, you know, it's for fun, and
Right. Got to
it's
keep a
10
level
bucks here,
head.
10 bucks there. Yeah.
Got to keep a level head. But then I did spend like $285 on football cards. So,
Did you get any sick pulls?
well, I bought 2 specific cards. So yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't buy packs. I just packs are fun, but the hit rate is not easy when you're just opening like for yourself. And then on top of that, like it's very difficult, like especially when you buy like retail stuff. Retail stuff doesn't really have very much bang to the buck. You know, if you hit something, great, good for you, but it's very tough to do.
Mhm.
So instead, I just try to, for the most part, I will buy packs and stuff sometimes, but I do try to buy specific cards. So I got 2 pretty cool Colston Loveland cards. I think one of them is probably not. I probably won't send it to be graded, but the other one is a numbered purple geometric, so I might send that one to be graded.
Sick.
Yeah,
Cool, man.
so I did do that. And you know what else I'm doing?
We got.
And I'm putting the pieces of it together in my mind as I'm talking about it. I'm getting new golf clubs.
Ooh.
Yeah. I've been playing the same irons. I'm only getting irons. I already have all the woods that I need.
Mm.
I am getting a new set of irons. I've been playing these irons. The irons that I'm playing, I've been playing them for 25 years.
Oh, wow.
And they are 40 years old. I got them from my dad. My dad got them from who knows where in like the late 70s. And they were just in my house for my whole life. Just in the back room in this red and black golf bag.
Mm-hmm.
So when I started playing golf in like 2000 or whatever, I bought a set of irons and I hated them. So like after using them for maybe 1 season, I went back to these clubs that were in my parents' house, which were these McGregor clubs. And I've been using them ever since. And I'm sitting here on the fucking golf course trying to get better, like trying to be better at golf. And I'm swinging clubs that are 40 years old that have no technology. They're just trash. They're not even a good set of clubs from 1975. They're a shitty set of clubs from 1975. And I'm sitting here trying to be better at golf. There's like, what am I doing, right? I got new shoes, I got new, gloves, I got new this, I got new that, I got new like driver, I got new woods, I got a putter, I got all this stuff, and my irons are from 1975. So I'm getting a new set of irons.
Sick, dude.
And I'm going to get measured. I'm going to a place to get fitted for irons.
Stop it. So you're going official. That's cool.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm going in. They're going to measure my swing, I guess, and we're going to get all my custom fittings for all my clubs. And then I'm going to order a custom set of clubs. So I have like a certain amount of money set aside. I get like a commission check each month.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to take a chunk of my commission check and I'm going to get myself something nice.
Hell yeah, dude. Good for you.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it'll be fun. And then the other nice part about that is that I have some extra clubs that you can borrow.
I would gladly use the 70s clubs all day long.
There you go. The problem that I'm learning though is that like you should have custom clubs too because you're tall. Anybody over 6 foot or 6'1" should have custom clubs, even if they're just like a 1/4 inch or ½ inch longer.
Really?
You should probably have clubs that are like probably 1 inch longer or something. Like you should have people your height should have custom clubs. If you were like really going to take up golf, you'd probably have to get a set made or ordered custom for you because you're just like what are you 6 6'4", 6'5".
5, yeah.
Yeah, you'd probably need them because if you're on a golf course with those clubs, you're bending way over. You know,
It'd be
but you can
fun.
still use them. You can still do
Yeah.
it. You can still do it.
Yeah.
Just bend
I
over a
will.
little bit.
Yeah, I'll just bend over a little bit. I'll take a bit of a running start. Wow.
Everybody says that, but have you ever tried it?
Nope.
Very, very hard to do, man. Think about how small the ball is and then how small the club head is.
Yeah, dude.
It's very hard to do. It's very
It'll be easy to do with
humbling.
a goalie stick.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. Pull that out of your bag. I got
Yeah.
this.
I got this, guys. This is my putter.
Got to get the Happy Gilmore putter. You know, it's funny. I'm surprised nobody ever made those. Maybe they did make them for purchase for people.
Yeah, like a novelty item for sure.
Right. The Happy Gilmore putter. Happy Gilmore putter. I'm going to see if I can buy a Happy Gilmore putter. What? Okay, so there's an Odyssey Happy Gilmore 2 limited edition putter. And it is on StockX for $726. Look at that.
What's the going rate for a putter? $100?
Probably you could definitely get a putter for $100. I'll say if you want to get like a really nice putter, probably maybe like, I don't know, $250, $300 at the most. If you're spending more than $300 on a putter, like, I think you're just fucking going crazy.
Got it.
And this is on StockX for $726. But hurry, there's only 6 left. Although I see it on eBay for $472, or maybe it's being bid on right now.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's $472. It's on sale for $472. It's the Odyssey Happy Gilmore putter, 44-inch. That's the other thing. You get the Happy Gilmore putter, and then it turns out that it doesn't fit you.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah. For $472. Get out of here. My putter is the Zebra.
Okay.
Happy Gilmore. Oh, it's on Etsy. Somebody made one on Etsy. It's only $200.
That's because it's like custom, right?
Like literally
somebody
handmade, yeah. But I'd rather have the handmade one.
Oh, yeah.
That's funny. Nah, I like my putter. Roll face zebra. It's striped like, well, it used to be striped like a zebra. Now it's, well, the bottom part is, the little head of it is still striped. But
nice.
I changed the grip. The grip used to be like white and black swirl, but it got all shitty, so I changed it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because again, I've been playing these clubs for fucking 20 years. You know, this is the same putter I bought when I bought my first set.
Yeah.
I got it. Well, actually, I bought 2 putters because I bought the first putter with my set, and it was cool. And then I saw this putter on sale because I used to work at the department store and in the sporting goods department. So something went on sale, I could use my employee discount on it.
Oh, hell yeah.
And if something was a floor model, I could use my employee discount on that and the floor model discount on that. So I got myself a nice putter off the floor model because we didn't have, as soon as we ran down and we didn't have any more left, I grabbed took the floor model right off the floor, and that's been my putter. So I got it for like super cheap.
Cool.
Yeah.
Bargain shopper.
Well, yeah, I did. I got a lot of really expensive stuff from that store, really cheap, but that was a long time ago. I think the statute of limitations has probably run out.
Yeah. Yeah.
I did pay for it all, though. I did pay for it all. Most of the stuff I don't even have anymore, frankly.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never had golf clubs, so I've never played.
Yeah, see, we collected a set of golf clubs from the place. We collected a set of golf clubs, but they're gone now.
That's right.
They went to the other place. They went to the other guy. It's too bad we didn't hang on to those. Never would have known. But like I said, I have a spare for you. I have spare stuff
Cool.
for you. We can work it out
Oh,
because I have like my brother has my other clubs as his set, so
Mhm.
I could always borrow that as well. Scoop that up.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's something else we have to really make it a point to do now that the weather is nice. I know your schedule is crazy, but we can figure out a couple days to go to a driving range or to go to a Top Golf or something like that. We should
Yeah,
we should
for
have
sure. Like,
some sort of physical activities into the show.
yeah, that'd be nice. Plus, I'd like to really get out of my house for something other than work.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I should probably do that too, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yeah. Yeah, so there you go. You can hit it, I think.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you hanging out every week. You can find us on youtube.com/ the Two Clouded Mind Show. We are all over social media at Two Clouded Minds. If you want to stalk us individually, I'm at Chris _ is not funny.
DC in the city on all social media. I'll see you later, Chris.
Yes, you have a great night, Dave. I'll see you soon. And we will see you guys next week. Until then, stay clouded.